back. Welcome to the new and improved OT Tuesday night Graps, baby. Trevor,
That was
what do you think
cool.
of the new digs we got here?
That
What do you
that
think?
was cool. That
I
was
was,
cool.
I was. It took me a solid 30 minutes to like figure out what I wanted to, because like I knew I wanted to do an intro for us, but I was
Right.
like, it's like, what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be like a compilation of us talking? And then I was like, nope, we're just gonna go with I have
I
look,
like
look,
the WCW throwback. I love it.
we are this is officially now a WCW podcast. We're just gonna talk about how crap it was for the last 3 years. But there were those 2 years that it was good, it was really good.
It was some good stuff. Like from like '96 to yeah.
98. 2 years.
Yeah.
That was it. It
About
was
2 years, yeah.
fantastic for 2 years. And then
Nosedive really
um
quickly.
but I can see already we're getting people is like yeah, Charles in the chat. Welcome, you Charles, saying it's collision
Good
time.
girls.
Job liking our new dicks and looking professional, sir. If only you knew. CC marking out at our new background. Thank you, CC, and our intro, of course. Oh man, we are locked in, ready to go. I'm honestly much like AEW Collision was inspired by WCW Nitro. I think I was a little inspired by Collision's inspiration of Nitro, and I was like,
Good night,
"Oh,
sir.
that's a
Yeah.
perfect way to kick off like the Collision era of OT Graps." So we're just gonna steal what Nitro did, 'cause that's what
I like
AEW
it.
does now.
I like
Um,
it. I like it. I like it.
Trevor, how have you been over the past week, my good friend?
Busy. Busy working and all kinds of fun stuff. Uh just busy. Looking
Oh,
at future
busy.
endeavors that I have to spend money on. So
Oh, this is Trevor when he's looking to spend money on stuff. He's like, hmm,
Mhm.
hmm.
Also, I will be for those of you who are in the DMV area, I will be at Dynamite tomorrow.
Oh
I will be
yeah,
at
light the
Dynamite
fuse,
with
bring that
one of my
boom.
I'll be there. I'll be in the building. If you see me, come say hi. If not, you guys are communists. Anyway. But no, seriously,
Okay.
no, seriously, if you see me, please come say hi. It'd be fun, you know.
Please go. No, don't say hi to him. You very rude to it. If he has a snack in his hand, just knock it out of his hand
I might
and then
share
run
it.
away. And run away. And then just run away.
I will probably be wearing a Ricky Stark shirt just if you need a focal point.
Like a target on his back. Oh, the one dude wearing a Ricky Starks shirt. The one
Like
Ricky
the
Starks
only
fan.
guy in the world.
No.
uh-uh.
Yeah, Charles is giving you compliments over your beard.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I've
Mhm.
been trying to take care of it.
Nice. Where I'm Trevor t-shirt. Where you should get a t-shirt that says I'm Trevor.
You know, I used to have one for a shirt that said my name on it. Don't ask why. I forget that why now, but I had one.
Yeah, Charles says, "I've never watched Nitro. Can't wait to see what Collision will be." It's gonna be interesting to see what it will be. I think, like, that's actually a good question, I think, to start things off, Trevor. AEW Collision premieres this Saturday. We're gonna be talking about CM Punk because, of course, you can't go one single solitary week without talking about the guy. But
No.
the premiere episode of AEW Collision, this is supposed to be really supposed to be what people thought Rampage was going to be. This like almost not companion piece, but like another meaningful 2 hours of live television every single Saturday night for AEW. What are your expectations of Collision, and like where do you see it going? How are you feeling about it? Let me know.
Oh, I think it's first and foremost, I think Tony Khan is very smart. I think that he's trying to cash in on some money that's there. Like you know what I mean? Like there's no one other wrestling show that's on Saturdays right now, so that's very smart. Unless you're competing against a pay per view, but uh, I digress. Like to start that market and take that market, I think is very intelligent and very good business. It makes very good business sense. As far as what I think it's going to be, I'm not sure. With all the talk of it, like kind of modeled after Nitro, I kind of feel like more it's a cross between Monday Night Nitro and Saturday wrestling, WCW, wrestling, because like that's just the feel that I get like from it so far. Everyone is expecting it to be absolute like fire, like, and I hope it is as good as everyone expects it to be. I mean, that first show expects especially is going to be dynamite, but no pun intended.
Oh, but is it gonna be Dynamite? Oh, that's a good one. I'm
No pun intended.
I'm
But no, yeah,
silly.
I'm excited
I
to see
laugh at anything. Sorry,
it.
continue.
I'm
It's
excited to see
embarrassing.
what it turns to, though. I really am to see what their first show is like. I think it's going to be a good learning curve, though. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We will. Well, one thing we know, Trev, that's going to happen on that show is the main event. We know what the main event's going to be. It's going to be FTR, and CM Punk versus Juice Robinson, Switchblade Jay White, and Samoa Joe, the ROH TV champion. The audacity, by the way, of Joe to call himself the king of television.
Dude, that whole
Sorry,
promo
bro.
between
What?
him and what's his name, Junior, like the whole TV belt promo that he's been doing
Oh, him
recently.
and Zack Saber. Hello, love. I'm Zack Saber
Dude,
Jr.
like,
I'll, I'll
dude,
stretch
how
you,
dare you
Brian.
call yourself?
Lovely, darling.
Oh God, I love Samoa Joe, but good lord,
Not the snacks, says CC. Anything but the snacks.
not
Um,
this.
yeah, I mean, like, look, yeah, I like what you said. You said it's like a cross between like Saturday night, like WCW Saturday night and Nitro. I mean, I think it's more of a tribute to both of those shows rather than oh, this is gonna be. I mean, I think like Nitro, it's going to be a main show. I don't think it's going to be like
Absolutely,
WCW Thunder to Dynamite. It's going to be another meaningful 2 hours of TV. That's what I expect out of this. Given the amount of
yeah,
money the Warner is paying for it, that's what I think they should expect out of this. Given the fact that they're on a Saturday night and you're trying to solidify that time slot when right now it's the ratings are going to be as high as they likely ever will be if you factor in like over the next few weeks because come September they're going to be competing against college football every single week and
yeah,
for like those 5 months or whatever they're just not going to do great and then you
no,
have the other NBA games that are going to be on not on the same network but still they're going to be on and that's going to draw some eyeballs away you would think
right,
and then obviously you mentioned pay-per-views as well so it's a bit of a gamble but I think as long as Warner and sorry, I should say Warner Brothers Discovery because I can
merge,
Warner Brothers Discovery. But as long as Warner and AEW know what they're kind of getting into, like for me, I think I may have told you this before, but for me, the ceiling or sorry, the goal for this show should be 500,000 like, and I know people are like, "Oh, it's gonna draw a million." Like, if the first show draws 1,000,000 viewers, great. I don't think that's
right.
going to happen. But
I think the ratings
I
are going to be very high, but I don't think it's going to be a million.
if they're able to draw 800,000 for this first show, it's gonna be success. If they're able to level into 500, that is a success for this show. To be on TV on a Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, like, a Saturday night, Trevor, when people definitely got better things to do. Roll Tide. Um, you know damn well. Don't worry, guys. This is Spindrift. Um, but you know damn well that like you know what you're getting into. But for Warner, the upside for them is the amount of money they're pouring into this. the return on investment is going to be astronomical because no matter what they put in that time slot, like, that show, Collision, is gonna do better than whatever, like, you're gonna do a Harry Potter rerun, it's gonna draw 200,000 viewers, sure, but, like, but you could also do cheaply made wrestling TV that's gonna draw 500,000, maybe 600, 700,000 on a very, very good night.
Right,
I think that's something that Warner is taking into account as well. But I don't know, I'm excited, it's got a feel like a big show, like, they're doing the United Center, Chicago, of course, CM Punk's return. That's bound to draw a bunch of eyeballs just to see whatever the hell else what the hell they're gonna do. Um,
right.
as Job asked a very interesting question, what's the situation with the Elite being on Wednesday night and Punk being on Saturday night? Will they keep them apart? I think that's the plan right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think this Collision is his own entity within itself. I think most of the people that perform on there, like Punk or whatever, are gonna just perform on there pretty much,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
not just Punk.
and it's not just Punk. I mean, Andrade Elidolo is exclusive to, well, it seems, sorry, according to the press release and all the adverts that have come out, it looks like Andrade Elidolo is going to be exclusive to Collision. Looks like Miro
Lucifer,
is going to be
well,
exclusive to Collision.
Miro,
It
yeah,
looks like Thunder Rosa is going to be exclusive to Collision. So it's going to be interesting to see. We got Charles saying it will last 2 hours. The show will be taken very seriously. So, yep, it is going to be 2 hours, and it's going to be live. That's the thing. More often than not, it's going to be live. I think there's, like, 1 week where they're gonna pre-tape it because it's going up against Money in the Bank.
right.
Um, but yeah, Job asking even on the pay-per-views, if you mean going up against WWE pay-per-views, then yeah, I mean, there are going to be nights where it's going up against WWE pay-per-views, like Money in the Bank, July 1st, it's going up against, Money in the Bank, so
There
that's
it is.
going to happen. As far as AEW pay-per-views, I'm not sure how that's gonna affect it. I know usually AEW nowadays just has their pay-per-views on Sundays, the only exception being Full Gear because that's during football season, and Tony Khan
Right.
likes to take time to do that, or likes to take time away from that to do the Jaguar stuff because he is still a VP for the Jaguars. I don't know what the thing's gonna be there, like, maybe he just skips that week, or maybe they do it during the Jags bye week. I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but yeah, they're gonna be every Saturday night. That being said, there's going to be weeks, much like with Dynamite, where they're preempted. They're going to move. Like, it's just going to happen. Given how big TNT is and how much sports in the NBA finals and sorry, the NBA playoffs mean to that brand. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
It's
Are you
gonna be a lot
excited
of
though,
fun.
Trevor? Like, are you excited? Like tell me, like, there's a brand split potentially happening. Yeah, Charles, actually, another great question from you, Charles. Will there be a brand split between Dynamite and Collision? Great
That's
question.
interesting. That's a great question,
We
honestly.
don't know definitively. However, all the hints that we've seen is there's at least going to be some sort of a soft brand split with the champions being floaters on both shows, which I like.
Yeah.
But Trevor, should there be a brand split? Will there be a brand split? Do you want to see one?
You know what? I'm okay with this setup for right now because I want to see how it works out, how it plans out. Um, I don't think
You're okay
a brand.
with no brand split? Sorry. I just want to
Yeah,
be clear.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay with no brand split right now. Like I honestly just want to see how it pans out first before they start doing all that. But I just feel like I don't feel like a brand split is actually necessary for AEW. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like they should just be their own entity. You know what I mean? Like a brand split would be fun, but I don't think it's necessary.
I disagree. I disagree emphatically.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. I mean, this is like one of the few things I think we've ever actually like disagreed on. That and like hardcore wrestling. Actually
Yeah,
no, I'm not anti-hardcore wrestling. I am anti-deathmatch wrestling, like that gub shite I sent you
yeah,
earlier
dude,
today. Did you
that
see
was
Ronald McDonald?
yeah. It was awful.
There is some indie show, like, at a Ramada Inn in the middle of nowhere with 20 fans, where these guys are, like, bludgeoning each other with like glass tubes and glass
Yeah, paint glass. Yeah, paint glass.
and Ronald and one of them dressed like Balls Mahoney, and the other one's dressed like Ronald McDonald, and I'm just like, this is guys, why? Like, you could get
It
over
was a little
doing
barbaric.
a little, a little. You couldn't
It
tell
was
where the
good.
makeup stopped and where the blood started. Like, that's bad,
Well, I mean, you
Trevor.
could because his makeup was white, so yeah, you could tell. But
Hey, Ronald McDonald has red in there. It's not just white.
yeah, he has red nose and other stuff. Anyway, um,
No.
but no, yeah, like I mean, true deathmatch wrestling, like old school, like that type of wrestling. Oh yeah, it's brutal as hell.
I like here's the thing, right? When they have things like the tournament of okay, let me be clear. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I view American deathmatch wrestling. 'Cause I
Right.
view it like as like the tournament of like I view like things like, Nick Gage like just destroying his femoral artery in the middle of a match and being like, "No, I can still go on." I'm just
No,
like, "Sir, you're about to
you can't.
die." And things like, but like in all seriousness, the thing that really like irks me like about I don't even want to say indie deathmatch wrestling because like I don't have a problem with like GCW really doing it or anything like that. My issue is like when you have like I said, like someone getting paid like 50, $100 to like do all of do what you and I were just talking about that in that video,
Right.
like to do that to their bodies and the amount and the effect it has long term on your health, both mentally and physically, right? And because like there's no guarantee you're ever gonna get to GCW. There's no guarantee you're gonna get to WWE. There's no guarantee you're gonna get to AEW. And at that point, I'm like balancing the risk and rewards of all that stuff because we've seen people who've done that, like people who've
Right.
risked their lives in deathmatch wrestling, like die and like very young, and that's like one of the big stigmas of professional wrestling in this first mainstream culture that I hate. People are just like, oh, look at all these wrestlers who died young and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, yeah, but that doesn't happen as much anymore, and I think I like to think it's because like wrestlers are smarter and they know the risks and rewards to things, and they weigh the pros and cons before stepping into the ring like that. Like Matt Cardona doing deathmatch wrestling is and Nick Gage doing deathmatch wrestling is way different than like Ronald McDonald doing deathmatch
Well,
wrestling
yeah,
in front of
absolutely,
25
absolutely
people at
right. Yeah,
Ramada,
yeah, yeah.
Like
I mean, unfortunately, if you want to get your foot in the door with like a lot of indie promotions, especially, you have to do something that kind of wows people. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, deathmatch wrestling is a big thing. It's a big part of it. No, my
Job
house
in the
not on
chat.
fire. I hope not.
No, that's just a fan. I thought it was smoke for a second too. It's just a fan, and
Right.
it's just a fan. It's just a fan in the background. Don't worry. I think he's fine. Uh,
I mean, I believe I'm fine.
yeah, Charles said maybe Ronald McDonald was Moxley in disguise. I look,
He's done
he
that
was
before,
doing
but not Ronald
a little
McDonald.
bit of this, so you never know. Ronald McDonald was feeling a little wary.
But no,
Um,
it's one of those things that is just interesting because like especially like you did backyard wrestling too. I mean, you did a lot smarter than I did, but you did
put it on
backyard
a
wrestling.
trampoline.
And like I was around the time I was before a lot of those guys like the Young Bucks and stuff like that. Moxley was around at that point. I remember seeing Moxley like when I was taking chair shots to the head like an idiot, and guys like Rhett Titus and stuff like that. But like a lot of those, and back then, a lot of those guys did. I mean, even before Rhett was in ROH, like he did like some CCW, if I'm not mistaken. He did promotions out in Jersey. Same thing with Moxley. Moxley did a lot of death matches. Moxley liked that shit. Like I mean, he does. Like
He still
and
likes
so
it.
did
Yeah.
oh, he still loves it. Tyler Black, for you people that don't know, Seth Rollins. You know, he
I don't do that anymore because I'm not a mark trying to get over. I'm already over. I'm the world champion.
exactly. I mean, and that's the thing, right? Once you get to that point, you don't really have to do it anymore. But a lot of these guys, one, they get a taste of it and they kind of like it, and they kind of just make it that their whole persona. But like I give respect where it's needed, and when when it's garnered, and I also I very much so give respect to those deathmatch guys. Like that's a tough little thing to do.
For sure. And I wanna be clear, like, in all seriousness, right?
Yeah,
I know we joke
I
here
know
a
you do
lot.
the harm.
Like, my whole point is, like, I don't wanna belittle deathmatch wrestling as, like, "Oh, it's, like, niche, like, little" like, I don't do that, and I try not to, and if I do, I apologize if it comes across that
No,
way.
you don't. No,
But my issue mainly is, like, I just want these wrestlers who, like, do put their bodies on the line to be able to walk when they're 40 and to be able to play with their children or, like, spend time with their family and be active, like and like when I see things like that, I'm just like, man, like maybe a few matches like that, or maybe if you're making a lot of money, like that can be a sustainable thing. But when you're like literally like wrestling on the indies and this is what you just do, if you get joy out of it, like, I mean, there's nothing I can say. Like, I'll never do it because, like, 1, I'll never step in a ring regardless because 'cause I'm just like, "Look at me." No. I'm a fan for a reason here. Like, and I have a lot of respect for anyone, like, literally anyone who's just able to step in between those ropes and perform in a wrestling ring because, like, it's not something that I'm going to do, and I can appreciate it even if I don't necessarily agree with a specific decision that's made, right?
right.
Um, it's just like, I don't know. It's like, again, it comes from a place of, I just want everyone to be healthy and,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
not dead.
It's just like you said, like, and I totally agree with you. Like, I mean, I've watched it, like, and I'll sit there and be like, dude, like, this guy's not gonna be able to walk when he's like 70. Like, like it's just, yeah. I mean, but it's no different than honest. I mean, it is different, but it's really no difference. Is like literally football players and like college football players. You know what I mean? Like it's a I mean that's rough game and like the whole deathmatch scene is it's a rough scene to be up grow up in, man. It really is.
For sure.
Especially when you have themed matches like bring your own weapon, like
Oh, where you're in the crowd and you've got like a hot like the guy I brought in a battery so I could plug the tea kettle in so it's boiling hot by the time. There's crazy stuff I see on
I,
Twitter, dude.
I've told you this before, and I still think the weirdest thing is what I've seen was like the hollow plastic baseball bat with a saw blade in it. That's still like the wildest thing I've ever seen.
That's ungodly. My gosh. Please don't please don't bring that to a wrestling show ever, anyone out there who can hear the sound of my voice.
Even if they say bring your own weapon, don't do
You
it.
can bring like a I don't know, bring like a work 2 by 4 or something. Don't bring whatever the hell that was that Trevor just don't bring that. A hollowed out baseball bat with a saw in the end? Are you kidding me?
It was a plastic baseball bat with a saw blade right there, and like it was used. It was definitely used.
It's a damn shame. Alright, well, going back to Collision real quick, Trevor,
We took a
but
segue. Sorry, guys.
going back to the brand split, I know, like, I see your point, right? Because I think, like, you're coming from it, like, from the standpoint of you don't really see the reason, like, because ideally, if you're AEW, you want all of your big stars to be on every show that's meaningful, and I get
Right.
that. My thing is though, they've tried this with Rampage to a degree, and it
Yeah.
failed epically. And we've I think reached a point now with AEW's roster 2 hours of meaningful TV is just not enough. It's just not enough to feature everyone. There's a reason Miro's been sitting at home for the past year. There's a
Yeah.
reason why well, I mean, there are a few reasons why CM Punk's sitting at home. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a reason why Malachi Black was sitting at home for a while and the House of Black was sitting at home. Like, you have all these great talents that people wanna see succeed, that people wanna see highlighted, that you can't just because of the TV time constraints.
Mhm.
And if you try to do everything at once, you get kind of what AEW was in the latter half of 2022, which was when they tried to integrate all the ROH stuff, and it was just like it was
Yeah.
go 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 go. And AEW's already a show like on a normal day where there's like going 100 miles an hour. This was like going 250 miles an hour, and it was just too much. And you just nothing had time to breathe, nothing had time to really like set in with you. I want to see that I want to see a brand split just based off of roster, and I think it'll make Tony Khan's job easier to highlight people. And it'll make, I think, us as fans like we'll get to see stuff that we wouldn't otherwise see. Like we won't get to see the best friends, like winning unless like they're on a separate brand, right? We're not gonna
Oh, for
see
sure.
things like I don't know. You're not gonna see Miro. Like there's just no room for Miro on Dynamite. That's the unfortunate part. Like there should be, but there just isn't on a 2-hour weekly show. They're like you gotta have more time. Once you do, I think, and I think once you do that and you have storylines that people care about on um Collision and on Dynamite, I think like it'll be better because people will be able to be like, all right, cool. I may not watch Dynamite this week, but it's fine. I can watch Collision and just be like, just follow the other show that I'm watching because people watch
Yeah.
two different like canonized shows at the same time, and it's fine. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. Obviously, we have a few people in the chat who have their thoughts. I know that there was a question here. If there's not a brand split, it would be cool to see every AEW not used talent on TV. Oh, non-used AEW talent on TV. Yeah. Look, regardless, I want to see Miro, Thunder Rosa, and the like on my
Absolutely.
TV. So that's a great point. Yeah, Charles
And
says deathmatch wrestling on Collision. It's gonna happen. Moxley will
it's
be
gonna
on that show at some point, and he's just gonna bleed. He's like, all the red paint that came from me, brother. That's not paint.
happen. Dude, like that's a actual valid question. Just not going off subject, but everyone in the chat, question: how do you feel about deathmatch wrestling? Honest opinion. Do you think it's overkill? Do you think it's something needed in a wrestling community, or what do you think? I'm
I'll start a
curious.
poll, and we'll check back in at the end of the show.
Yeah, I think
All
that's
right.
an interesting question. Poll being started. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Well, good 2 days, I guess.
We
And a
are
good
all having a
weekend.
great week here at AEW because we're gonna have the debut episode of poor Excalibur. Just realize this poor man's gonna be going through it. He's gonna have to
Oh
run
man, yeah.
through He's gonna run through Rampage with 8 matches. He's gonna have to run through Collision, and then he's gonna have to run through next week's Dynamite on Dynamite. And then, Trevor, and then he's gonna have to do this like on each show. He's gonna be like, "Oh, tomorrow night, it's Rampage, and tomorrow night on AEW Collision, we're gonna have
Come on,
CM
Excalibur.
Punk."
Have they announced the announced team for Collision yet?
I hope JR is on there. Admittedly, I
I hope
like
it's not
Tony
Taz. I
Schiavone. I
really hope
like
Taz.
I look, I love Taz. It's keep him on Dynamite. Collision can be my show if JR is on there with Excalibur and give me some Ian Riccaboni, give me Caprice Coleman, give me somebody,
Right.
give me Mauro Ranallo. Find him, Tony Khan,
Please,
find him.
please find
Please
out
just
more.
bring him back into our lives. Give me the Golden Boy. Where's the Golden Boy at?
I haven't seen him either, dude. Like, there's so many people. Like, goodness, we need good commentator on the show. It has to be, Dynamite worthy.
Oh God. Anyway, we will see. We will see. Guys, if you haven't already done so, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever new videos release. We got Job in chat saying, are the Elite and Punk going to be on the same pay-per-views? That is a question you asked earlier.
No, you said same show. I thought. I
No,
thought
no,
he was
no.
talking
I missed his question earlier is what I was trying to say there.
about. Okay,
Because
sorry.
I saw him ask that, and then
Terrible
we
host.
got we got a problem?
Yeah, I think we might.
We got to Bro, I'm not afraid. I'm not. You want to have a dust up? We can have a dust up. We can. We We have resolved our differences.
I think so.
I'm sorry.
uh,
I'm gonna like for the next like 3 weeks. That intro is gonna be played like at least 4 or 5 times per show.
dude, I think it's too good not to.
I mean, like I'm like watching it on my like phone too. Hold up, wait. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I need to hear it. That is so cool.
It is, isn't it? It's cool. Very cool.
Ah, that's so cool. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I had to mark out up, and I'm like Vince McMahon. I'm just like geeking out. I'm like I'm gonna inject my creation with voice. That's gonna be the NW. Just wait till we have the NWO takeover.
Oh God,
Should we do that? Should we just go through every era of Nitro? Start branding for the next like few
that would actually
years.
be funny. That would be
Uh,
super funny.
we got Charles in the chat saying, "Oh, sorry, let's go back to Joe's question that I keep wanting to skip. Are the Elite and CM Punk going to be on the same pay-per-view? Yeah, they
That's an
have to
interesting
be.
question. They probably should be. Yeah, they probably will be.
They're going to be. Like, okay, like look, AEW has 4 pay-per-views a year. The Elite are their biggest stars. CM Punk is one of their biggest stars. Yes, they're going to be on the same pay-per-view. If those 5 or 4 guys cannot be in the same building for like 4 or 5 times a year together, like I don't know what to tell you. They're all idiots. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah, at that point, yeah.
like it's not that deep. And again, I still think if they are able to shoot the pipe bomb, or sorry, work the pipe bomb, sorry, shoot the pipe bomb into a work. If they're able to do that, if they're able to like or the great bomb, whatever. If they're able to do that, it is going to be the best thing that that company will ever do. And it's
I
going to
think so.
be captivating AF. Um, we got Joe saying, "Wow, that's gonna be trouble." Nah, I think they're going to be fine. Like,
I think they're making enough money to be all right.
they better be all right, man. Like CM Punk's coming back on TV. He needs to get along. It's no, you actually no, don't even get along. Just be professional. Just like don't bury people in press conferences. Don't like
Exactly.
confront people backstage. Don't sucker punch and throw chairs and have your or no, I guess you I was like about to say have your dog bite someone, but it was more like a steal. It wasn't even the dog, it was a steal.
No, it wasn't. No, the dog didn't bite a single solitary person.
Can you imagine seeing Punk backstage being like, "Get him, boy," and he still goes, "Arr!"
Oh Lord. Mm-mm.
Um, all right. So of course, along with AEW Collision, we have the big elephant in the room. CM Punk is coming back, Trevor. CM Punk, chick magnet, company man, a lot of stands for a lot of other things. Punk is coming back June 17th, live United Center in Chicago. As of this recording, they've sold about 8,000 tickets for that show. So gonna be a decent showing there. But big, it's big, right? Like, I mean, like we haven't seen this guy for a year. There's a point where we all genuinely believed he would never be back in this company.
Yep. Most of us
Yet
did.
here we are, and we are just like 4 days out, and he's gonna be back. How do you do this? Like, how do you present him? Because I know a lot of people are asking themselves, should he come back as a face? Should he come back as a heel? Should he be a bit of a tweener? Like, what would you do? How would you present CM Punk's return? We know he's coming back in this tag team match with CMFTR, which look,
Right.
you don't put
That's
them together. You don't
that's a
put them
great
together
name.
if you don't put them together if you don't think we're eventually gonna get that elite CMFTR. I'm like, come on, just give it to me. Come
We
on.
want to see. We want to see it. Honestly, so I felt like when he first came back, he was. You had like me and you called it the CM Punk love tour, where he pretty much went around and loving everything and I
Or
love this
as
family.
sorry, or as Hangman Adam Page said, the Tory Bret Hart tributes.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's still Yeah, that's great.
That is a
But
quote,
yeah,
by the way.
but yeah, like I mean, honestly, CM Punk to me is always better if he's a tweener. Like I've always liked CM Punk more so heel anyway, but like I think he does better work when he's a tweener. I think you can market him easier as a tweener um, than you can just any like a face. At this point, I don't think he'll work as a face. He'll have too much fun as a heel. I think just put him as a tweener. It, that's what I want to see him as.
Based on the city that they're in, whatever reaction CM Punk gets, he's just roll with it. Like Chicago, he's gonna be the second coming. Like it's a,
Of course.
but when they get to Canada, which they're doing like 2 weeks late, like from now, like actually not even 2 weeks from now, like they're doing Canada. They're going to be in Canada for the next collision. So you're gonna see CM Punk come back and get this like amazing euphoric reaction. He's gonna be the biggest babyface to have ever graced God's green earth. And then turn around, they're gonna have that Toronto crowd, which is like that's strict Omega territory. That is FCM Punk territory. Oh, granted,
Damn.
there's gonna be like 3,000 fans there because those tickets, as the last time I checked, they are not selling that well. There was a little bit of a boost. Like, look, they doubled ticket sales. They moved like 1,500 tickets is the last time we checked in. But I'll check right now what they're at, but I don't think they're any more than like 3,000 something. Um,
Hey, we gotta talk after this because you will never believe where I'm sitting.
are you sitting hard cam?
I'm sitting on the floor.
Oh goodness. Well, yeah, you have to tell me how bankrupt you are now after that. Oh, yeah. Well, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna like circle you and be like, look, it's Trevor, yay.
I actually might be the complete opposite of you because you were to the left of the stage, right?
Hmm.
I'm to the right.
To the right, to the right. Everything you own in the box to the right. No, no, da, da. Da, 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 da. Every possible, you must not know about me. You must. You know how many people? Guess how many tickets they've sold though for Washington?
How many? Not many.
Yes,
Six something.
oh, you wish. 4,300.
Jesus.
It's yeah, it's not great.
No, it's not at
Um,
all.
hmm
That place could
man.
hold more than that, but
Are they though? I mean, look, if people aren't spending the money, they're not spending the money for a reason, you know.
of course.
Like as like as much as I love look, okay, the Hung Bucks versus the Hung Bucks versus the Blackpool Combat Club should have been touted weeks in advance of that show,
Oh,
and they probably would have
absolutely.
sold more tickets. But
I'm mad that the card was just released, like maybe fully released, like what Sunday.
yeah, but that's what AEW does. You're Charles saying it's crazy to think Collision is this Saturday already. Yes, it is. Charles is saying it's great. AEW go big avenue like Wembley, like that. CM Punk and the Young Bucks will have enough space themselves. Look, I'm telling you, man. Like the match is gonna happen anywhere. Put it on the biggest stage you can.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, have any more matches for the Forbidden Door been announced?
That's a good, good shout right there. Let's check. Because last time we checked, it was only Will Ospreay versus Omega 2,
Yep,
and what was the other one?
Brian
Oh, sorry, Brian and
Danielson.
Okada.
Yeah,
How could I forget
how you forget
Brian
that? It's,
Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada?
oh, by the way, I saw that promo that you were telling me about that Brian Danielson did, and man, I like that a lot. It was
They're
good. It was
entering the
definitely good.
desert. Oh, it's so cold. Man, I'm gonna be
Marking
doing mm,
it.
I'm gonna have to like it's wild because like so I have a family thing I'm doing that that day. So it's gonna be a bit of a oh family time. Okay, AEW Forbidden Door.
Pretty
Like
much.
look, I already told everyone I was like, I don't care what we're doing. We could be a family. We could be at like a family reunion dinner. I don't care what we're doing. When Okada versus Bryan happened, that is my full attention is going to that. Like, yeah,
Right.
like,
Exactly.
it
Dude.
doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Like I'm just gonna be
Exactly.
glued in. It's like, hey, we need you for the picture. In the picture, I'm gonna be like,
Dude,
like,
I have so much planned coming up, and I'm definitely watching that.
look, all the other stuff I can watch like later and be like, okay, fine, I'll watch it later. I'm not missing live because Uchiko Okada versus Bryan Danielson, a match I've been looking forward to for nearly a decade at this point. Like,
Nope,
come on.
not at all.
But yeah, like no other match is officially announced. We are 2 weeks away. As is tradition, AEW refuses to let us know what the hell is happening at these shows.
I don't think anyone knows what's happening at these shows.
Look, I mean, it's working for them, I guess, because not a match announced for Forbidden Door. They sold 13,000 tickets. Not a match announced for All In. They sold 65,000 tickets. So look,
True.
just like AJ Styles with the flat Earth, there's something to it. Um, cannot believe this. It's still the funniest thing in
Unfortunately.
the world. Like AJ Styles. Hey, I'm not saying the Earth is flat, but there is something to. If I ever get to the point where I'm like in the same room as AJ Styles, I'm gonna ask him like, "Hey, do you think the Earth is flat?" Straight up, he's gonna like slap me in the face and like give me a phenomenal forearm. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's gonna do.
we got you, Charles, asking a question. What about Nitro AEW should What about Nitro should AEW integrate in Collision? I mean, they already integrated the damn logo into
they,
Collision.
they
Like,
pretty much got the colors and everything. Yeah.
just like I did. Look. All the logos that you're seeing on your screen, like right now, all have been
Oh,
is stolen from Nitro. Like literally, everything has
but
been stolen from WCW Nitro.
if we talk about like more than just that, pacing, I think should be something that they take from the Nitro. Nitro was
No, Dynamite's already paced like Nitro. I don't want more of that. Give me a slow pace show.
you want a slower show.
Bro. Dynamite's just like, ah. like, give
Well,
me like,
see, I thought later Nitro was kind of slow. Like, not like
bro,
not bad
Nitro. You're
Nitro.
damn right it was because nothing ever happened. No, sorry, no. At the very end, yes, it was extremely slow. But then I
Yeah.
don't want it to be like Vince Russo Nitro, which was just like
No.
six
All it
title
was like,
changes
yeah,
in the first hour of the show. What's gonna happen next? Vince Russo's the world champion. Like, no, I don't want on my
no
TV.
one wants that. No one wants to go through that again.
We got speaking of things people don't want to go through again, we got a question from Job. Was Vince running the show on Raw this week? Yes.
Yes.
There were changes
Yeah.
made to the script last minute. He was
Yes.
virtual this time, but he is running the show. Yep.
Well, I mean, what's wrong though? We get that amazing confrontation between Dominic Mysterio and Cody Rhodes. Like,
How mad, yo, I'm really mad this dude isn't in the Money in the Bank flat. He doesn't even need to win it. I'm mad that he's not in it.
who, Cody or Dominic?
Yes, Cody. I mean,
Yeah,
Cody. Like,
of course.
Trevor, do you know who's in the Money in the Bank ladder match?
I don't actually, not
Oh,
completely.
I'm about to blow your mind here.
Uh,
I'm going to give you the competitors, and I want you to react. These are all of the competitors in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Butch,
okay,
Santos Escobar,
okay,
Damian Priest,
okay,
Ricochet,
okay. That one not too bad, even though, yeah, still. Anyway,
Shinsuke Nakamura,
Okay.
LA Knight. Look, I love every single one of these guys.
Yes, I do too.
Ain't no star power in this match, but like
No,
Nakamura and LA Knight are your biggest stars in this match.
yeah,
And it's just like look, my thing is if we get the Nakamura world title reign that we were robbed of in 2018,
I'm fine with that. I'm
let's
absolutely
go.
fine with
We're good. We're good. Seth Rollins, and then we can have Nakamura go, yo, I beat him. like,
that.
like I want that Nakamura to go like on everyone, just like Roman Reigns.
I mean, even if we get like Rock Austin 2.0, LA Knight, if he wins,
Yeah,
it'll be okay. Yeah.
yeah. He's LA Knight is like making me remember like bro, if I don't care, like LA Knight, what are you doing to yourself? Like you're getting over with the yeah chance,
Yeah.
but if yeah become the new what in like 20 years, everyone's gonna hate you. It's like I hate. Look, part of me hates Stone Cold Steve Austin because I hate the what chance.
Dude, my brother like was obnoxious with that. Like I remember like asking him what he wants for dinner. What? What? Shut up! I
Yo,
literally
I
asked
did
my
that to
mom.
my bro too. I used to do that to my bro too. He slapped me once. This is just
I was
funny
like, can
though.
we get rid of him? Like, can we just like get rid of him? I think he's broken. We need a new brother. Um,
What?
yeah, that is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna win. Yeah.
he just yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. That's why me and my friends call him Rock Austin. but
Yeah, Charles had
no,
over ended with the Ricky Starks pose. No, that's the Nakamura pose. That's when he goes down.
that's the Nakamura pose. Ricky Starks is.
Anyway,
Yes,
um, yeah,
the
Money in the
show's
Bank is
going.
gonna be interesting. Who do you want to win that? Like who do you want to win Money in the Bank? Like out of
For
those
the
guys.
I don't know who's for the women. For the men, you know what? It'll be interesting. Like if they give us what we want with the whole Nakamura, title shot, that'd be great. Yeah, title reign, that'd be great. Honestly, as much as I make fun of him, I wouldn't mind seeing LA Knight win it either. Honestly,
LA Knight would make a lot of sense because he's going up against a face Rollins. And I think like
right,
it would be good for him, and I think he should win like the world title at some point.
right.
But
Yeah.
Nakamura, it's right. This is the only chance we're gonna get. And you're telling me the match that we could get whenever he wants to do it, Nakamura versus Seth Rollins for the
Exactly,
world
dude.
champ. Let's
Let's have that,
go.
please. Let's. That's a great match, dude. That's an amazing match to even have that. Like, but I don't like you said. I don't totally agree with everybody that's in the Money in the Bank. Like, you
Look,
have so many
I love
stars that you.
I love you. I love you, Santos Escobar. Get out. Like get out. Let's get him out of this match. Butch, great
Butch.
wrestler, terrible name.
Yep.
If there was a little more star power in this match, you'd be fine. No, get out.
No.
Ricochet, the man who needs to
Again,
leave WWE
love
like
it.
it's nobody's business.
Dude, he
Please
should have been left.
free
He should have
Ricochet.
been left. Ricochet
Free
is such a
Ricochet.
great
Let him
talent.
go to. Yo, no, I don't care what y'all say. Damn right. I'm a homer. Give me Ricochet versus Will. Give me Ricochet versus this Will Ospreay. Give me
Yes.
Ricochet versus this Will Ospreay. Give
Oh
me Rick.
yes.
No. Give me Ricochet versus this version of Ray Phoenix. You tell me Prince Puma, like at 34 versus let's go. The weirdest thing, right? Ricochet was on like such an upward trajectory as far as his character and the presence. He has stayed so like static in
Yeah.
WWE. It's like shocking. And it's like you've seen his other contemporaries. Like, granted, they're not making as much money as him, but like as far as the character work and the in-ring work, they're like leagues above him now. And I'm just like, that shouldn't be the case. Like when he came to WWE, he was like one of the best wrestlers in the world, and like he's still a great talent, but he's just like not. He's just not presented like it. He's just like,
Huh?
no, I kicked Brock Lesnar in the no nos once. That's
That's
what I
about
did.
it.
I'm Ricochet. Like that's his claim to fame in WWE. I kicked him in
I
the no
mean,
nos in the Royal Rumble and helped
at least Finn
eliminate
Balor
him.
won. Yeah. Finn Balor did at least win some championships, but I feel they're doing the same thing with him that they're doing with Finn Balor.
Finn Balor was the first ever WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
Yep, he was, and he was NXT champion for a couple times, and he was an Intercontinental champion a couple times, and then
Look. See, no. We don't go in chronological order here. I'm just trying to build. I'm trying to build him up, and you're just like, yeah, look at that little geek. And then they made him the Intercontinental Champion, and then they made him the champion, and then they made him the insert new championship here. Geek.
sorry if I know things. Sorry for knowing things,
We got
but no,
we got Job in the chat saying, "Why is Adam Cole Bebe versus MJF on tomorrow night?" I thought they were going to set up for the next pay per view. So it's an eliminator match, and the way eliminator matches go is it's like a two-match series, right? So an eliminator match is essentially a number one contenders match. So
yep,
if Adam Cole wins this match versus MJF, he will face MJF at a later date for the AEW World Championship. That's how these matches work.
pretty much.
That being said, I think MJF should win
I do too.
because you cannot convince me that Adam Cole, baby, gets the World Championship shot after that, whatever the hell that match was against Chris Jericho. I know he won, but like, come on, have a better
Don't get me
build
wrong.
to it. Like, come back to it
Exactly.
later because we know MJF's gonna win anyway. Adam Cole ain't gonna beat MJF.
Hell no. it's just the way you said it. I'm going to be him, man.
He not beat
But no,
MJF.
like
Like,
no,
bro,
like
bro, bro. The freaking Ed Strangler Lewis and or like could come back from the dead and he wouldn't be able to beat MJF right now. And that's a very niche wrestling joke that no one other than me and Jim Cornette are gonna get. But
I get it.
me and Jim Cornette are no, you are not Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette really hates deathmatch wrestling.
No, he can't stand deathmatch wrestling. He absolutely hates it. He berated it and drug it through the mud like has still been doing it for years. he
Not as much as he hates
really
Vince
can't
Russo though.
stand DJ Hyde, which I don't think anyone can, but still.
Oh, speaking of Jimmy Cornette, did you watch last week's Dark Side of the Ring about Magnum
I
TA?
I did not actually. I'm probably going to check it out tonight, but I did not watch it. How was it?
It was good. It was good. I was a little familiar with Magnum TA and the accident, especially in the way that impacted his career. But like, what I love about Dark Side of the Ring is it always gives you that like that outsider's perspective, like it's like the family perspective that you don't hear about and you don't get to see a lot. And hearing like from his ex-wife and where he is now and all that stuff, it was really interesting. So I mean, I'm glad like he's finally getting his flowers for his in-ring career, which like people forget, like Magnum TA was a big time deal. Like he was a guy who people thought was going to carry Crockett to like new heights and greater heights, and
Yep.
instead what happens, he has a car accident, and it's a few years later they end up selling to Turner, and WCW becomes a thing.
Yep.
And it's like he's kind of lost to history. But again, like I know a lot of people are like wishy-washy on Dark Side of the Ring, but like I really do like almost every episode kind of being in a sense like a tribute to the focus of that person, but also like an informative piece about just like what that person meant in like the grander scheme of things, and also like away from wrestling. Like I really do appreciate all the work the Dark Side of the Ring boys do.
Same. Yeah, like it's very informative. Some of it is kind of hard to watch sometimes, but very informative. And you learn stuff. Sometimes you learn stuff that you didn't really know or you weren't really sure about. My brother was is still a fan, but was a huge Magnum TA fan. Oh, I remember growing up. That's all he used to talk about. His favorite wrestler, one of his favorite wrestlers, was Magnum TA. He talked about, oh my god, he talked about it so much. It was so crazy. Like he talked about it so much. It was to the point where we used to tell, well, my mom used to tell him to hush, but he loved Magnum TA. Magnum TA was his favorite wrestler because he used to watch. We used to watch Crockett Promotions. We also watched. He watched WCW a lot. Like that was his what he watched. I was more of a WWF kid, um, and Smoky Mountain Wrestling, all that good stuff. But like,
Smoky Mountain Wrestling. I'm sorry.
I'm like, what? But like, yeah. So he
You blowing? He thought I was blowing you a kiss.
I was like,
I mean,
lock it up, throw away the key. What? But but no, like Magnum TA was. If you've ever seen Magnum TA, like definitely do yourself a favor, go back and watch some more tapes. He was good, very good, and like he was on the precipice of being like the next big thing, being like the next better non-racist Hulk Hogan. It was almost there.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Like, look, I do not. I don't know Magnum TA.
I'm actually I'm actually kind of surprised that you as much wrestling history as you know. Surprised you don't know much about Magnum TA.
No, 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 no. I want to be clear about the previous statement I made. I knew who Magnum TA was. I had seen his work. I
Right.
was familiar with the accent. I just wasn't familiar with like the family like
Okay.
dynamics that
Okay.
were involved in his life. When I said I don't know Magnum TA, that was in response to what you said about like a
Oh,
non-racist thing. But
yeah.
look,
I mean,
I don't know
true.
him, and I'm sure he's a sweet guy. However, he worked for
Yes.
Crockett. I'm just saying, you worked. It's the
True.
South, baby. It's the South. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah.
Like
You're
I
right.
like look. It's like, do you really ever know your heroes? No, no. I'm sure. Look, I hope he's not. Knock on wood. He's a great guy. He's a great guy to my knowledge. And if I find out otherwise, well, oops. Um,
Whoopsie. Here's something I don't know that we talked about. We talk about a lot on this channel. Shiki Baby,
oh, Shiki Baby. Yes,
the Iron Sheik. Well, as most of you wrestling fans probably know, we last week we lost Iron Sheik, one of our favorites that we talk about quite often on the show. Um, just how hilarious and how unserious he took himself, and
I disagree. He took himself extremely seriously.
well, you're right, he did, he definitely did. Um, but he was a good guy, man. Like and, there's a couple times that I actually was at like indie shows and they had like other guys there signing or whatever, and he was there once, and I never got a chance to sign. I missed my chance for him to sign something for me, but yeah, he was. Everyone I've known has ever met him always says he's a great guy. He is what he appears to be, what he portrays. He's absolutely hilarious. He's really really good guy, and one of the few people besides Bob Backlund that could pick up those weighted sticks.
Oh, if Sheik were alive to hear what you just said, you know what his response would be?
What?
Fucking bullshit!
R.I.P. the Iron Sheik.
Yeah,
Truly, I said this like in my post about him. Like this dude like transcended wrestling and became such a meme. Like
he did, man.
his Twitter page is one of the most unhinged and hilarious things like I will ever see. Because it was just him like I'm just gonna read through
It was
some of the
just like
tweets.
him bored in his office.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, like he wasn't the one writing them, but like, I mean, like
Right.
it's just like because like every single one you read in his voice, and it was just like impeccable. I have to do a lot of scrolling because a lot of this is like retweeting stuff. These are okay. So there's there's just Fuck the Apple Vision Pro headset.
Yeah.
Starships are meant to fly. What the fuck you think, jabroni?
Dude, he in his real like Hulk Hogan was his real life nemesis. I swear he was.
The Little House on the
I can't hear what you're saying, sir.
Prairie. He said the Little House on the Prairie. R.I.P. Shiki.
Rest in peace, Shiki baby. Oh man. That one actually kind of hurt when I first heard it. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I mean
But
it sucks. I mean, he was in bad health for a long time.
yeah.
If you guys haven't seen, they put a documentary out about the Iron Sheik a while ago. It's just called Sheik.
Mhm.
I think it was. I remember it was used to be on Netflix, but I think it's on like I think it's on Tubi or it might even be free on YouTube at this point. Like, just go check it out. Like, it is if you want to learn more about him and especially through his lens and the work that he did and how he kind of views himself. It's a very good character study and I don't know if you like the Jake Roberts documentary, you'd like this one too. It's just
Oh
very
yeah, the Jake
similar.
Roberts was very good. And so was the Andre the Giant one. That was pretty good too, actually.
Andre Smash.
That one and the Ric Flair 30 for
Hogan,
30.
I'm so sorry. If you've seen the documentary, the Andre documentary, right? It's like
Yeah.
it's time to bury Hulk Hogan. Like, I'm sorry. This man, the audacity of this man, he claimed in that documentary that the entire match that he and Andre had was done on the fly, and it was Andre calling the spots in that match.
I've heard that before. I've heard him
No,
say
like
that before.
in the documentary, he's just like, and then
Yeah.
we get in the ring, brother, and Andre's just like, clothesline. Like he's like, tram, leg drop. I'm just like, Andre the Giant is like 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. I know damn well when his mouth is moving. I know like he's big enough, like he's the focal point on the
Exactly.
screen
You
every
can
time.
see him.
He wasn't saying nothing during that match. Lies, Hulk Hogan. Lies. Like you're just trying to get yourself over somehow. Like, even in someone else's documentary, he's like, no, brother, I went over in the match and brother, he trusted me, brother. Brother.
Dude, the Roddy Piper documentary, he was saying, well, Roddy didn't
Rodney
just didn't want to do
Rodney Piper.
Rodney.
You think?
He didn't want to do business. He wouldn't sell any of my moves. Really, Hogan? How many moves have you sold in your career?
Okay. To be fair, I do believe that Roddy Piper didn't want to sell for Hulk Hogan.
Because he didn't like him.
Why would you like him?
He didn't like. He was very vocal about it. He's like, I don't like Hulk Hogan.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you know what so you know what next week's Dark Side of the Ring is?
Which one? Next
It's
week.
about
He said
Doink
next
the
week.
Clown. Doink the Clown.
Interesting. What's this week's?
This week's about the Graham family. So it's about Eddie and Mikey Graham.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. For those of y'all who
This
don't
isn't
know,
this isn't
Sorry, go ahead.
Superstar Billy Graham. I'm sorry, this isn't
No,
Billy
no, no,
Graham.
no, 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 no. This is not Billy. It's not Billy Graham, baby. This is Eddie Graham.
Okay.
Big guy in the NWA, big guy in Florida. Like
Yeah, I know he is.
Okay. Well, I was trying to. There are other fans who watch the show. I'm trying to inform them, Trevor.
I'm so sorry. Please inform my fans.
You know what? No. You know, use up. All right, you've settled our
I've learned my
differences.
lesson.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Look, look, it's tough love, and I hate to
I
do
mean,
that. You know I love you, but
I know.
look, I'm trying to educate the masses here, and you're just
And,
out here
and
like,
Oh, I knew that. Did you not know that wrestling was fake?
I hate those people. I really hate those people. Like,
I knew that wrestling was fake when I was 4.
I'm like, okay, so I
good
know
for
it's
you.
fake. Eh,
Uh-uh.
Jesus. Well, Trevor, we've got quite the week of pro wrestling. A question for you: what are you watching these days? What are you
Oh
liking?
man. Uh, so I've been watching old episodes of WoW, Women's Wrestling,
Ooh, wow.
and you know the was it Tonga twins, OT Graps.
He's going. Oh, Jermaine in the chat just asked, "Hey, anyone going to DC Dynamite?"
Oh, I'm going. I'll be there.
Yeah, send Trevor a message on Twitter at TREVERTAINMENT TREVERTAINMENT.
All that, all that. And guys, like I said, if you see me, literally come say hi. Definitely, I'm fine with that. Please come say hi.
Oh, Paul White. That could be a good shout.
Oh
Paul
yeah,
White on the commentary team for Collision.
that'd be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually really like him on
Well,
commentary.
it's the big show.
You may be soon in there. No, I actually really like Paul White on commentary. Honestly, I never thought I would, but I really do.
Well, you didn't know. Down, 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 down. Your ass better call somebody.
That went completely the wrong way.
You like the transition?
I do. I'm proud of you, sir. But yeah, I've been watching Women of Wrestling. I've been watching a couple documentaries too, mostly. Um, I watched the Jake the Snake one recently. Oh, it's your first time at Dynamite?
It's going to be a lot of fun. AEW puts on a very good show.
It does, yeah. It definitely does. Have fun, enjoy yourself, man. Definitely.
And please, for God's sakes, don't say anything like dumb to any of the wrestlers.
Please don't. Please
Hey,
don't.
yo, Vegas was the first time I went to an AEW show and they weren't toxic.
Eh.
Someone did like scream the Jericho, "Where was your wife on January 6th" thing
Oh,
again.
you did say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And don't
Amazing.
be
It was
like the
so
first.
funny.
Don't do like the first show in first Dynamite in DC. Don't throw a hot dog at Chris
No,
Jericho.
keep the tradition alive. Throw a hot dog at that man. His wife was at January 6th. You know the last time that Jericho was in DC? You want to know what happened the last time when Jericho was in DC? Yeah, that shiznit happened. Throw a hot dog at that man. He obviously
Yeah,
did not learn his lesson.
that was absolutely hilarious.
Okay, no,
Like,
sorry. No, sorry. Don't throw a hot dog at him. It was a joke. It was a joke.
yeah, I actually know the gentleman that did it. It was funny. The
Good man. Good man.
reaction that he had was, "Did someone just throw a wiener in here?" Like, it was funny. But but yeah, Jermaine, if this is your first one, man, absolutely have fun, have a ball, enjoy yourself. Hope you got good seats.
All right. We also have an end to our poll. Trevor, moment of truth. We have all right. So, how do you feel about deathmatch wrestling? 42% of the audience say bad.
Okay.
28% say good. 28% say meh.
I kind of figured that was going to be the poll. Honestly, I was just curious where the heads were at, but I figured that was going to be it.
Should I get my mercy early? Oh, your
I think it was
merch.
much.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
tell you something, brother. Okay. AEW is the worst wrestling company in the world when it comes for merch, adjusted for inflation, because they are like the second biggest company in the world, and they act like they're an indie, like just
They typically
it
have two.
the high school indie. Like they have like one or two for the entire arena. if you get in there and okay, so Capital One, I don't even remember what the setup is at Capital One Arena because it's probably different
Check.
now. It's been 3 years.
So
But
from my knowledge, like working there, check when you first come through the front door. That's 101, 102 should have one right there. And then if they don't have one right there, there should be one by 108, 107.
bro,
Typically.
here's the thing: when you get there, you're gonna be look. Actually, no, you won't be waiting that long because there's only like 4,000 people going. But like if you see it right when you get there, don't go to your seat first.
Yeah.
Just make a beeline, like
Yep.
straight for it, because like those lines get long, and AEW doesn't do a good job of maintaining them. Honestly, the merch is like a lot of the times. I like some of their shirts, but you know they got to do better at merch. I'm really like it's like I'm going to GCW has better merch than AEW sometimes. Like, come on now.
Yeah, some of the indie shows do have great merch, and they have more than 3 stands too. So, well, 2 stands.
Oh, dude, that line in Vegas. I don't think I ever told you about that line in Vegas. I was pissed. It was like ungodly long. I mean, they just you're bigger than this, brother. Come on, brother.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that line is crazy. But no, Jermaine, like I said, was saying, if you're looking for merch, like he said, it might only be 2 or 3. I don't, I haven't worked there in a while, but check when you first come through the door. Like I said, 101, 102. There should be a big merch stand right there. 108, 107 is also one right there. Should be, and also 106, 105 should be one there. Like if it's not there, just search the floors, and there might be one on the 4th floor as well. But that's normally where they are.
Jermaine just asked Okada surprise pop up.
Nah,
If
not
it,
yet.
I think Okada's gonna be there next week, not this week. I will say this though. I will say this. We could see Kota Ibushi this week. It's possible.
That'd be great.
It's gonna
That'd be great
happen.
to do.
It's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. It is going to happen. Kota Ibushi will be on our TVs. It's gonna be magical. We're all gonna have fun.
But really fun time.
Job
Really
in
fun.
the chat asked a very interesting question. Why is Jimmy Cornette such a hater? Buddy,
It makes them happy,
he's
honestly.
he's old and from the South. And he grew up as a Democrat from the South, so he hates everyone.
Oh, absolutely. He doesn't like anyone.
He hated
He-
everyone in the South, and then like he's still got that Southern pride. So he's like, the South was better, but the South sucks. So everyone else sucks except for me and my wrestling opinions. And you better give me an extra cheese, extra onion, extra mayo burger right now. I'm Jim
that
Cornette.
is that's still one of the funniest things possible. Him going to McDonald's. That's hilarious. Um,
Jermaine letting his section be known. He's in 112.
I'm on the floor, my good sir.
Come say hi to Trevor on the floor. Are you which side are you on? Oh, actually no. Don't.
I'm on. Yeah.
Only if you want to. If you want to, I don't know. Never mind. I'm
But
sorry.
I already said what I was. Where I was. I said I'm on the left side. Well, right side.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
hey, send Trevor a DM on Twitter. He might check it. He might not. He'll be at the show. It'll be fun. Can't wait to maybe see you on TV. Blow me a kiss, Trev.
Always. Always. I was about to do one now, but that's weird.
No. Save that for tomorrow night.
Save all that love. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm actually taking a wrestling fan who has never been on the floor before, so this is gonna be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be a great night of jam-packed action live from the Capital One Arena in our nation's capital of Washington, D.C.
He has never been on the floor before, so this is gonna be fun for him.
Hell yeah. Fine, rounding us out here. Death match I want to see Vince versus Trump.
That would actually be a death match because they're old.
Who do you think wins? Vince.
Yeah, Vince. I mean, unless like Trump hits him with his toupee or something, but other than that, Vince.
Maybe like Trump farts on him, and Vince just like, you know, I don't know.
Knox gas attack.
No, just guess. Anyway, all right, guys. This has been a show. Thank you
There's
for
been
watching
some.
a new and improved OT Graps. We're the big boys podcast. I'll work
It
on it.
might go
Um, I'm gonna steal everything from WCW. I'm gonna go back and steal all their taglines. Guys, if you haven't already done so, hit that like button. Go follow Trevor on Twitter at TREVERTAINMENT. That is TREVERTAINMENT. Follow me on Twitter if you want to at RealOmerQ. Until next time, be happy, be healthy, and as always, keep it real.
And hug those who are close, love those who are far. Have a good week, guys. See you,
Good,
Dynamite.
good night, peeps.